Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, and furs, Trashkin all. Good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. I'm your humble host, your friendly bi-neighborhood raccoon on the spectrum, Rasp, a trash bear. And today, I have to admit, this dungeon whipped me a little bit. Fortunately, somebody uploaded the old strategy guide. So there's a few things I didn't put together. Is that a rat? A rat's in here. Now we can to Deanna. How did monsters get in here so quickly? Did they find a hole in the barrier? It doesn't seem like there's been any kind of forced entry. There's been no forced entry, but... Oh, Rudy's not in trouble. Rudy's in a target-rich environment. Told you. I have not been able to find somebody who actually said, "We're surrounded, the poor bastards." No, the closest I found was Chesty Polar at Chosen during the Chosen Reservoir routine, where basically they had to fight for everything constantly. And the one guy that had the foresight to make sure they were able to receive supply flights, cargo drops, was made fun of for being overly cautious and turned out to have been entirely right the entire time. But Chesty explained it as, "We're surrounded. That simplifies the matter. They're forward of us, they're behind us, they're to the left and right. They're not getting away this time." Which is one of those... First off, Chesty is on occasion also absolutely hilarious. In that, well, maybe we die kind of way. I should probably do some more reading on Chesty Polar. Like, to explain Chesty in a sentence, a Marine's Marine. Chesty is patently American, ridiculous, and a lot of the time in the best way. Like, you want funny Marine stories? Read what Chesty got up to. Like, he was a serious person, but dear sweet Glob is some of it absolutely ridiculous and silly as hell. I like the funny end of military history. Dang it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I should bonk the animals. That's the only thing I haven't tried. All right. Oh, won't let me put it down there. Okay. Well, hell. Now what do, guide? Now what do? Well, the dungeon layout's simpler than I expected. It's literally 3 crossroads. Center, left with Jane, and right with Rudy and the bunch. or west and east if you prefer. Granted, now that I have the layout, that helps, but let's see, what was in... No, it's on 09. Yeah, swap me. Well, I don't have a way of getting through there yet. Gotta kick my brain over some. Sorry to bother you. I was with my kids. Somehow I've lost them. I hope they're okay. Oh, you're Maxwell's daughter. I don't like small places. Remember right, I'm not going to be able to get by because, yep. Ah, this is going to take some noodling, Trashkin. I'm going to pause it here while I work this out, Trashkin, because this is flowing past the entertaining and into the frustrating portion for me, so I'll spare you the detail work for a moment. Okay, Trashkin, I realize the solution. The solution is to swap team positions. So we send Jane and Max, or Jane and Magdalene. That still froze me. I see why a lot of folks just refer to him as McDoolan in the walkthrough there. Fair enough. McDoolan's a little easier on the tongue, I do suppose, than Magdalene. Or Magdalena. So, we stroll over. We head south, and we solve this problem. Here goes. Now that took more brain power than it needed. Like, I think half of it's that I panic a little bit when I see a Switch dungeon because I'm like, oh god, it's gotta be puzzles. This is more of an introduction to Switch dungeons. This is what I get for starting a recording before having caffeine, I suppose. But in other news, I'm excited. We're very near to hitting the 200 sub mark. And I have had to delay a few of my usual recordings to see about having things ready to go. For that, when it happens, because, I mean, you gotta celebrate 200 subs. The early days, like, enjoy the walk, you know? Or as another friend put it, if you don't enjoy hiking, what are you doing up the side of a mountain? That doesn't happen on accident. There's a backpack on your back. You obviously meant to do something out here, like... You made a series of choices. You ended up the side of a mountain with proper preparation. You might as well enjoy the trip. Something goes wrong, improvise and overcome. And you get a story out of the deal. Or you go, yeah, it turns out I think I got most of what I need on my back. A few things I don't. I might do something about that otherwise. All right, let's hit it with, hey, a free migrant seal. Shame it doesn't come with a recharge. All right. Oh wait, that's change. Help me! Something's crawling under my fur. Oh. Please tell me the pup makes it. Land anemone. All right. I don't want to go completely ham. But I do want to make sure that we stack early. I'll be real upset if Puppo doesn't make it. Like, please, just hand me a win. Please. Yeah. Put that thought in my head. I'm fine with that. Let's go wild. I mean, they definitely seem to have taken inspiration from microbiology. Made it creepy as hell. Yay. You know what? I got a feeling. I don't know its weaknesses. I'm willing to hazard a wild guess. Lucky guess. Apparently an awful lot of microbiology or awful lot of microbes don't like direct sunlight. I hazard a guess. Turns out, ultraviolet is a pretty okay disinfectant in the correct intensity. Though you don't want to use that on people, like the levels you need to disinfect will cause burns, if I recall correctly, so... Don't pick up any wooden nickels in the form of UB sterilizers. Like, they have very specific requirements. All right, you drop the pinwheel. Up, not there. You make with the smashy smashy, and you just guard this round. Oh, God. All right, so I incorrectly. Here we go. Cashing in kind of heavy. I probably should have blown that much MP, but when in Rome. Dark Break 2, huh? And Amnesia robs us of any XP for that. I need you to do me a favor. Join up with Jane at once. What happened? When we came into the shelter, I finally figured something out. And if I'm correct, I know what's going on with the monsters infiltrating the barrier shelter. I believe it is... We must hurry, but let's pause until everyone is here. I too have a bad feeling about this. You interrupted me. You interrupted me. This better be good. Of course it's good. But you won't find this amusing. I figured out a few things after our troubles with the monsters at the barrier shelter. First, we have encountered problems crossing a force field before. I believe it was at St. Centaur. Yes, that's right. Don't you think the incident in the town is similar? If I'm correct, the border, which I bypassed hiding among humans, it's the same. Do you think it's possible as long as you can blend in with a crowd? And that's the end of the story. Don't you see it now? The monsters must be breaking into the barrier shelter the same way. I have no idea what you're talking about. I need a better explanation. The story gets complicated from here. I'm afraid that the monsters came in with humans. That cannot be. It sounds as though you have jumped to conclusions. We have just witnessed a dog morph into a monster before our very eyes. With that in mind, we can say the monsters followed the humans. I understand that it's discouraging, but I'm convinced that a few monsters broke in somehow and let the rest of the monsters walk right in. Listen to that. It's very good at reasoning, but it's not quite good enough. Please allow me to explain a few things. This may take a while. Here's how it works. It involves planting a seed. A recent development in biomanipulation allows us to plant monster seeds into human bodies. The side effects on humans are minuscule and no one can possibly detect it. Then, with a snap of our finger, the seed germinates and awaits our orders. Never was an invasion more efficient. We have used the town of St. Centaur as our test subject, and I must say it was a success. One more thing. I shall clarify one of your misconceptions. While the elements which make up demons may be different from humans, our body structures are very similar. However, the crucial difference stems from the fact that humans are organic-based and demons are inorganic. But it may be true, for the monsters, but we demons are not affected by the dimensional barrier. I have been talking too long. Allow me to finish what I'm here for, the Rune Drive. My boss is patiently awaiting my arrival with the Rune Drive. My father has the Rune Drive. We need to hurry and get there before they do. Hooray! Hooray! All right. In we go. With an ominous force lurking inside the shelter, we cannot possibly... Whoops! Wrong direction. No time to waste. Good momentum. Ugh, I tell you, Trashkin, the problem with spring as it is now, I have been basically in a constant rolling grass bloom. Mr. Maxwell is over there guarding a precious article. Our job is to stay here and keep the demons from reaching him. What's happening to me? My body feels like bugs are crawling under my skin. Is this from that strange bug that bit me? So very cold. Everything's turning black. I can't stop it. I'm losing myself. I'm... TIE fighter. Alright, shield up. I'm betting he has a counter swing. Oh, no. Okay, good. But he has fragile. That's somehow worth. I think a shield undoes that. Auto guard? And a counterattack. Okay. Oh, hey. Let's try a cute angle. It's expensive, but it might be worth it. Help. Worth it. I was expecting a boss fight. That was more of a blowout. Which does not fill me with hope. Oh, game. There we go. How's getting to be a real pain in my neck? Father! Though my youth may be gone, I swear upon my sword to protect Mr. Maxwell. But be forewarned, if I have to strike you, I will use all my power to defeat you. You're making me laugh. Leave now and you may live a little longer. I ain't nothing more than your righteous attempts. Perhaps you gnats are just desperate for anything. Hey, you're the one that uses flies in combat. One thing which always irks calculated villains like me are unforeseen factors like you, foiled by plans. You have left me with no choice but to eliminate you once and for all. Yeah, stronger than you have tried, though. Solid storm it. Shield first. Here's helping. Well, 2 out of 3 is not bad. Drop a protect. We'll just do the same thing as last time. Drop 2, smack Alhazad. Alright, instead of targeting second, we'll target the third. Let's see if we can't get started on second wing. Solid magic defense, unfortunately. May as well patch up a little. Alright, that's all but one Battis down. Now we just need to drop the other 2. Hey! Okay, let's see if darkness has an effect. Nope. Seems like magic is their thing, so... And we'll double patch with you. Next round we'll do a fragile. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Uh-oh. Just make sure everybody props themselves up. and get back to it. Right. Fragile. Straight up Speed Fang. Think we got it, Trashkin. Think we got it. Dear Glob. Okay, got cocky. Let's give it the old acute angle treatment. Hey, and it dropped their ability to defend against physical. Rudy? Thank you. Lock on. Let's go snipe. Strike buddy. And let's drop a fresh shield. Since, if nothing else, Cecilia could use the defense. Oh, no, that's just informing me his defense decreased. Like... Okay, fair enough. Okay, turns out, yeah, we could use a refresh. Straight up boosted. May as well drop a protect while I'm at it. I guess, got a problem with... Oh, I was gonna guess they're gonna go for Cecilia. Let them have it, Rudy. Yeah, this is the first time we've really had to dig into the MP in a minute. Ooh. And we'll top off Jack. Although my defeat is unlikely, I would be the object of ridicule if I failed to obtain the rune drive. Power alone should not be the only integral part of battle. Agree to disagree in this case. Y'all got whooped and you ran to daddy. It is about my assessment of that equation. Crass? Yes. Accurate? Also true. What? Siegfried, why are you here? Ugh. Are you ordering me to retreat? Understand that once we retreat, we will surrender any hope of moving forward with the rune drive plan. Yes, we are retreating. Well, our hope is still alive. What? They have the arm, the weapon known as Killing Within. Don't you think our hope should be acquainted with it? Affirmative. I see your plan now. We shall retreat then. Let me be the arbiter. How about you two fight me right now? Can't you see you're inferior to us? Bring your useless spirit with you when you come to our castle. Go north to Photosphere. With your rune drive there, should be no problem crossing into Sodalita. Pardon me. Do what you will. But the end results will still be us dominating the world. That's a rough day at the office. What are we fighting against? It's as though an invisible force against our will is manipulating our every move. Yeah, I'd be upset too if every effort I made so far was thwarted. But, you know, that's what makes for an interesting trip. If bad things stopped happening to Captain America and it was just him sitting in his room listening to the baseball game, we probably wouldn't read the comic now, would we? It was a lot of work, but I think I was able to get the rune drive back in working order. We stopped working on the rune drive because it was difficult finding a way to stabilize its immense energy output, but the column, also known as Asgard, that you excavated from the runes might be able to handle the power of the rune drive. Installing the rune drive into Asgard might even power his ultimate weapon. Uno momento, Trashkin. Sorry about that, Trashkin. A streamer mode didn't pop up on Discord, hence the notification sound. So, installing the rune drive into Asgard might even power his ultimate weapon. However, Dad? I'm always reluctant to revive old weaponry. The risk to human life. But I know that if it worked, it could save many lives. I'll do it. I'll install the rune drive into Asgard, trusting that he is indeed God's fortress, and that he will act as Filgia's protector. As a pupil of Old Man Zeppet, and as an arms meister, I will not let anybody down. Did you finish fixing Asgard? It's still not functioning properly. The power source is damaged, so it has insufficient energy. But that should be fixed with the Rune drive. Yeah, the effects unfortunately don't expand to widescreen. Asgard has regained functionality almost completely here. The anti-phasing shield, the most powerful weapon contained in Asgard's arms. When you invoke the barrier's energy, all that is touched by its arms all becomes dust. Wow, this golem, absolute power. I don't think it's safe to arm people with great power. Violence is the ugly side of humanity. But it would also be a mistake to say that violence and fighting are synonymous. The desire for conflict and the thirst for destruction, that is violence. On the other hand, to wield power to protect something, to live strongly, that is to fight, isn't it? Rudy, you're at about a 10. I need you at like 8 tops. These were your grandfather's words. Oh. He was probably warning us of the dual nature of power. It is the ability to protect, but also to do harm. Nikolai's more than just a bright spot. Like, he clearly has a little bit of philosophy and experience in life, huh? I enable the power of Asgard by keeping Zeptit's words in my heart. Because now you must fight. Secure the future of Filgia and all who live here. You got it. Let's work together, Asgard. We will decide our future. We believe in your power. Yeah! And in gameplay terms, it means we can smash rocks. Retrofitted with the Rune drive, Asgard can now use the anti-phasing shield. While aboard Asgard, press the square button to launch a punch that can shatter huge boulders and other obstacles on the field. Well, it's funny you should mention that. Yeah, I guess that's there for testing purposes. Which reminds me, I should check the inventory. I didn't really pay attention after that. Well, no more freebies. Hey, we should make our way to the secret garden, huh? It's been damn since we checked in, and we need those mega berries eventually, and to get on to revive berries or revive fruit. Wrong continent. I mean, if we're heading into the Photosphere, we need to stock up, right? And it's been like 4 sessions since I checked in. I mean, since I'm here anyway, and those stick. Yeah. No, I don't have to. I'm gonna. All right, awesome. There's the sweet candy. I keep having the urge to mash dash. It's a problem. Don't think we'll have to hit the inn. Make for the garden. What's up, Marielle? Hey, harvest of 20. Well. Good soil and a warm-hearted spirit are needed to grow a flower. We also need to be very patient. And like last time, when those change, you know you hit a new tier. If you listen carefully, you can hear the fragile heartbeat of the flower. It needs support. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna put it all in. And we're going to start a revive fruit. We're also going to need that. Force carrot aren't as mission critical. I think we're also going to start a nectar. So we're not all in, but we got something going on. 20 mega berries is a damn good haul, but you know, I'm going to max them out because that's going to make life easier later. Now, let me consult the guide and make sure I'm not missing out on anything here. Un momento. Sure enough, there's a big one back at back of the barrier shelter. That's what I get for not double checking, Trashkin. You look new. Oh, no, you're just the thing that infuriates me. Okay. But while we're working our way back, this is the downside of trying to stick to an hour format, Trashkin. It comes with the downsides. Well, I guess we can sail the sea blue without any problems in the inner sea. Though, also according to the guide, we should probably be hitting that grind pretty soon again. Well, fair enough. I'll spare you the return trip, Trashkin, so see you on the other side. Oh, while I'm running back... Yeah, there's gold under them, and then there's rocks. At least that one. Not much you can do with the Gala other than improve Rudy and Jane's, but... Actually, how are we doing on... Yeah, we should probably see about improving Jane's. see. Well, they say head west, so... I think we're gonna split it half and half. Because Jack's still useful without it, but Cecilia really needs it to function. Well, function better. Oh dear Glob, we're hitting that hour mark again. Hey. Well, I can't very well work in the grind today, so I think we're gonna have to call things a little early. But that's how it goes in the old RPG grind sometimes. Sometimes you make progress and, well, it's not as fast as you like. So far, the guide hasn't steered me wrong, so I'm going to take their word for it. But there are a few things we can get done right now. We can boost Jane's arm a fair bit. I'm willing to bet with our budget. Was that the arms shop? No. Was there an arms shop? I don't remember. Or can Nikolai do it? Oh, Jane's not in the party anymore? Oh, hell. Well, that being the case, I'll take an upgrade, please, Nikolai. Thank you. So... $7. Booster shells are go-to. So, I'll invest 1 there. Leave the rest for another day. I'm willing to bet they'll max out at 9 shots apiece. Though, that is rolling a little heavy. Oh, hey, Jane. I'm going to stay in this village because the kids are very scared. If only my sister were here. Wait, I don't want to be a burden to her, to burden you with my problems. Sister? You never mentioned a sister. It's a world full of good people who are dying young. Is there any value in saving such a world? I'd argue yes. I tried so hard, but I couldn't save anyone. It's a terrible feeling to know none of my efforts made a difference. You, on the contrary, like, this was outside of your power to do anything about the bad things, but you stopped what bad things you could. Anthony used to play with us kids all the time. He was a nice guy. I know Michael took it especially hard since he was really close to Anthony. Hey lady, if you're going to the orphanage, could you check on Michael? Oh, well, the kid asked me to. I am concerned about the smaller children's mental health. I have seen little girls having nightmares and boys crying out for all for no reason. I'm fine though. I seldom have a hard time falling asleep. You know, Lestat, buddy, I think you might be on the spectrum, and I don't think they intended to write you that way, but we all know that doing bad things means no blessing from the Guardians, but then why do good people die too? Like Anthony. He was so close to finding the Giant's Ocarina. Anthony made me a promise. He said that I would be the first to see the Giant Ocarina once he found it. But the demons took that away from me. Can't believe Anthony's gone. He always had great stories filled with adventures and legends. I was looking forward to hearing about treasures hidden in the outer sea. I was helpless. I could only stand there and shiver. I was disappointed. I thought I was stronger than that. Yeah, may as well go have a nap while we're here. No, if there's one piece of advice I've heard time and time again from folks that put in military service, it's if you can eat, drink, or sleep, do. Every chance you get. Doesn't derail things, go for it. So, Trashkin, we made a little progresso. Not as much as I'd like, because, you know, I didn't plan accordingly and ran a little shy. Part of that being that I also have the recording to do for the 200 sub special, which the first episode's ready, second episode's ready. I'm having a grand time doing it. I'm excited to get that out, but you know, gotta hit 200 subs first, which, speaking of which, as always, I'd like to thank you for coming out, but if you enjoyed your time here, hey, we're nearly to 200. Please do consider hitting that sub button and join us around the trash fire on the regular. If you find yourself with a yen for more Let's Play, well, we have you covered. But if you do have to depart us now, I'd like to take a moment to remind you all to help yourself to a drink and a snack for the road. Hold up that camping chair. We'll have need of it soon enough. Don't worry about the trash fire. We've got that tended. Got your spoons. Hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Tell the folks you love you give a good damn. Go play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.